Once upon a time, in the heart of Africa, where the earth dances to the rhythm of nature's drumbeat, there lay a village untouched by the passage of time, called Dagomba. This village, a tapestry of life and colour, woke up to the embrace of the golden sun. Thatched huts dotted the landscape, their straw roofs glistening under the morning light. The air was filled with the scent of earth and the sound of the waking world, roosters crowing, goats bleating, and the gentle murmur of the villagers beginning their day. In this village lived Zara, a beautiful young woman whose spirit was as free as the eagles soaring in the sky. Her laughter was like a melody that harmonized with the wind, and her eyes held the depth of the stories untold. Zara was known for her fierce independence and kind heart that bloomed like the wildflowers surrounding her home. The time has come for her to choose a suitor. Men from different villages heard of her elegance and beauty and travelled far and wide to ask for her hand in marriage. But she turned them all down and decided to choose a man her heart yearned for, Jelani, the son of one of the most powerful neighbouring tribes' leaders. Following the custom of their village, the elders of Dagomba village must consult the oracle to know the fate of their union. They gathered under the full moon with the village seer, Mambe, to seek the oracle and would announce the outcome the next day. The following morning, the village stirred as men and women gathered in the square to know the fate of Zara and Jelani. The elders, men and women adorned with the wisdom of age, gathered under the oldest Iroko tree, its branches sprawling like the arms of time itself. Their faces, usually calm like the still waters of the nearby lake, were etched with lines of concern. Chief Dande, one of the elders, broke the silence, saying, "A prophecy had been whispered by the winds, carried by the birds, and finally spoken by the village seer." Mambe, the village seer, with her voice like the sound of many thunders, said, "The gods, it seemed, had other plans for Zara, and her union with Jelani was forbidden." Everyone in the village, young and old, gasped with fear and surprise. Tears forcefully rolled down Zara's cheeks, and Jelani pinched himself, saying it was all a dream. The village seer continued, "If this love be allowed to flourish, the gods foretold that misfortune would befall the village, turning their haven of peace into a canvas of despair. The villagers, who had always lived in harmony with the decrees of the divine, found themselves at a crossroads." Zara stood before the elders, her posture defiant, her eyes blazing with a fierce determination that silenced the murmurs of the crowd. "Am I not a daughter of this village, a weaver of its future? How can love, the purest expression of the human heart, invite calamity?" The elders, taken aback by her boldness, exchanged uneasy glances. Chief Amadi, his face a mask of conflict, replied, "Zara, we understand your pain, but we must put the welfare of the village above all." The village seer angrily said, "Would you rather go to the cave of the oracle?" It was a cave that only the seer of all lands could enter, as it was rumoured that no one could stand the voice of the oracle. The crowd murmured, and Jelani said, "We all know that's a death sentence." Zara replied, "Imagine a village where hearts are free to choose, where love strengthens our bonds and enriches our traditions. That is the world I dream of, and I will fight for that dream." It had become a war between love and tradition. All eyes watched Zara as she turned away, her head held high, leaving a trail of stirred thoughts and whispered conversations in the air. Under the cloak of night, when the village lay in slumber, Zara had thought through the nights and decided to embark on a journey into the cave of the oracle to learn the truth of her destiny. Her journey was a mosaic of challenges and revelations. The first rays of dawn found her traversing through the dense whispering forests where shadows danced and the air hummed with the earth's secrets. Here Zara encountered a wise old owl, its eyes glowing with ancient knowledge. It took flight, leading her through the labyrinth of trees. As the sun climbed higher, Zara found herself in the midst of a vast savanna, the grasslands stretching endlessly under the African sky. A sudden storm arose, the sky darkening with ominous clouds, thunder rumbling like the drums of war. Zara was about to be carried away when a young man held her hands. Firmly, they stood their ground against the tempest, as if challenging the heavens themselves. They found an old hut and ran there for shelter. The handsome man introduced himself as Simba. Under the shelter, they shared how fate had brought them together. With his few but calm words, Simba only said little about himself and allowed Zara to pour out her heart. He said, "You are the bravest I've seen. Even the king of lands will be blessed to marry you." He gifted Zara with a sacred stone for protection and strength, and they both rested till the storm passed, leaving behind a rainbow arching across the sky. Zara and Simba parted ways as she continued her journey, leading her to the foot of a mystical mountain, its peak shrouded in mist and mystery. It was here, the elders had said, that the oracle resided, a being of immense wisdom, said to speak the language of the gods. The climb was arduous, the path steep and treacherous, but Zara's spirit soared with each step, fueled by the fire of her quest. Night had fallen by the time she reached the summit, the stars her only companions in the solitude of the mountaintop. Now, what truths lie at the mountaintop, as the first light of dawn caressed the summit of the mystical mountain, Zara, weary yet resolute, found herself at the entrance of a hidden cave, veiled in a tapestry of vines and ancient mysteries. This was the abode of the oracle, the keeper of truths that bridged the mortal and the divine. Stepping inside, Zara entered a realm that transcended time. The cave was a sanctum of whispers and shadows, where every stone and crystal seemed to pulse with ancient wisdom. At the heart of this sanctum, bathed in the ethereal glow of bioluminescent moss, sat the oracle. An enigmatic figure, draped in robes that shimmered like the night sky. Her eyes were deep pools, reflecting the cosmos. The oracle's voice, when she spoke, was both a melody and a resonance that echoed in the depths of Zara's soul. Her voice trembled the whole mountains, and Zara fell on her knees. The sacred stone began to glow at that moment, supporting her strength. "You have journeyed far, child of the earth," she began, "seeking answers that lie within as much as without. Seek your heart, for in it we unveil the truth." Zara, with a voice that trembled like a leaf in a gentle breeze, shared her story, her love for Jelani, the prophecy that threatened to tear them apart, and her defiance against the dictates of fate. As she spoke, the cave walls seemed to absorb her words, witnessing her tale of love and rebellion. The oracle listened, her expression an enigmatic tapestry of empathy and ageless knowledge. "The gods speak in many ways," she finally said, "but their words are often misheard by mortal ears. The prophecy you fear is not a curse, but a blessing misunderstood. Your union with any man or village will be a wave that will bring a new era of prosperity to your village." Zara's heart, which had been a tempest of fear and uncertainty, felt the first rays of hope breaking through the clouds of despair. The revelation was a balm to her weary spirit, a vindication of her belief in the power of love. As Zara took her leave, the first rays of the sun filtered through the cave's entrance, casting a golden light that seemed to herald a new chapter in her journey. As Zara, with newfound wisdom and hope, approached the village, her heart brimming with dreams of a future with Jelani, an unexpected sight shattered her world. In the village square, preparations were underway for a grand celebration. Jelani, the man she loved, stood beside another woman, his hand in hers. Then, Zara learned the bitter truth. Jelani was to be wed to the daughter of Chief Amadi. The joyous sounds of the village preparing for the wedding contrasted sharply with the turmoil raging within her. Zara retreated from the square, her dreams lying in tatters at her feet. The villagers caught up in the festivities, remained oblivious to her pain. In her despair, Zara found an inner strength she never knew she possessed, like in the caves of the gods. she realized that her journey and the oracle's wisdom were not just about her love for Jelani, but about her own destiny. She decided to leave the city for a place to forget her sorrows. Embracing her pain, Zara transformed it into a powerful resolve. She began to speak to villagers, not as a jilted lover, but as a visionary leader. She shared the oracle's prophecy of prosperity and unity, inspiring them with her strength and wisdom. Her words, imbued with the authenticity of her experiences, resonated with the people. Zara's journey, once a solitary quest for personal truth, had blossomed into a mission of enlightenment and empowerment. Her words took root in the hearts of her people. She became a beacon of hope, a symbol of resilience in the face of adversity. As her fame spread like the rays of the morning sun, touching villages far and wide, Zara's legend grew. She traveled across lands, her message of unity and prosperity resonating with people from all walks of life. Her presence was like the rain that quenches the thirsty earth, bringing new life and hope wherever she went. As if guided by the unseen hand of destiny, Zara received an invitation that would close the circle of her journey. The new king of all lands, a ruler hailed for wisdom and benevolence, had requested her presence at his court. The king, it was said, sought her counsel in uniting the diverse tribes under his rule. With a heart full of curiosity, Zara made her way to the royal court. The palace was a marvel, a testament to the artistry and skill of its people, standing proudly under the African sky. As she was ushered into the grand hall, her eyes met those of the king. Time seemed to stand still as recognition dawned in her heart. It was Simba, the stranger who had stood by her side during the storm, now a king, his calm demeanor and wise eyes unchanged. The emotional weight of the moment was palpable. Zara, with a journey behind her that had sculpted her soul, stood before Simba, a man who had once been a comforting presence in her time of need. Simba, with a smile that held the warmth of the sun, greeted her. "Your journey has been a tale sung by the winds, Zara. You have become a light to the people, guiding them with your wisdom and strength." Zara, her heart aflutter with a myriad of emotions, replied, "And you, my king, have risen to lead with justice and compassion. It seems our paths were destined to cross again." Zara's insights and experiences added depth to the discourse, her voice a melody that resonated in the grand hall. As the days passed, Zara's influence at the court grew. Her counsel was sought after, her presence a source of inspiration. But it was her interactions with Simba that brought a newfound joy to her life. In him, she found not only a wise ruler but a kindred spirit. In the fullness of time, their relationship blossomed into a love that was as deep as the ocean and as enduring as the mountains. It was a love born not of youthful passion, but of a shared journey. Back in Dagomba and its neighboring tribe, Jelani and his wife, who had been married for 2 years, had not conceived. The Dagomba village seer, Mambe, had also passed away, and all they could do was seek the help of the wisest in all lands, Zara. She agreed to help them, but it was then that the truth had to surface. Chief Amadi had to confess his plot with the village seer to break the union between Zara and Jelani so he could marry his daughter. This revelation got Jelani angry and, at that instance, promised to break every relationship they may have together. Zara was speechless. Is this really my destiny? The following week, the king ordered the subjects to decorate the palace for a grand celebration, which would be announced on the day. All village heads and kings were all present in anticipation of the celebration. The day came, and King Simba, in the presence of the court and the people, asked Zara to be his queen, to rule by his side, and to continue their shared mission. Zara, with tears of joy glistening in her eyes, accepted. The kingdom rejoiced, for in their queen they saw the embodiment of courage, wisdom, and the power of love to transcend all obstacles. Their wedding was a celebration that echoed through the lands, a fusion of traditions and cultures, a testament to the unity they championed. Zara, once a simple village girl with a heart full of dreams, stood beside her king, her journey a beacon to all who dared to dream and fight for their destiny. And so, Zara's story, woven with threads of love, wisdom, and courage, became a legend that was told and retold through generations. A tale of a woman who defied the odds, who turned her pain into power, and in doing so, changed the world around her. Her legacy lived on, a reminder that even in the darkest times, the human spirit can shine with an unquenchable light.